Hello, everybody. David Gross back with you, we're live with Sprite on my right, I guess it is, and Cheryl Kuchek is in the other window here. Good afternoon, Cheryl. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good deal. So we will be back with you on Friday for our live session as usual.
No, I can hear it.
And so we will be back with you on Friday, but we want to take just a few minutes out and tell you about a big announcement today. So before we do it, let's make sure we're all alive. So.
Okay, so this thing can barely, oh, that's better. Because I was having a hard time hearing. David, how do you turn the gain up?
There is no gain on that.
Okay. That's good. It's good, Sprite.
All right. You think we're good?
Yeah, very good.
Well. 1, 2.
Yeah, we can hear you fine, David. Now.
Okay. All right. Good deal.
Okay, but they're saying we can't.
No, you still can't hear. All right, let's see if that's a little better.
We're good?
It's a little bit better. Can you turn the delay off?
There's no delay.
All right, there is no delay. Audio input up. Much better, way better.
Okay.
All right, thank you,
so hopefully
guys.
we're broadcasting sound, are we? Let's see that.
Yes. What am I live on?
1, 2. Yep. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, Condé system. Yes, ma'am.
You think as many times as we've done this in the 1,500 videos, but so all right. Let's talk a little bit about it. As everyone knows in the Condé community, my take on the road to sublimation success, which is the class I get to teach at NBM shows, has always been education. And over the many years, we have focused on education unlike any other company in the industry, or the world for that matter, through Condé TV. And that's been our focus. And recently in an open house, that again was the focus.
Test.
And you're on.
I'm going to pull up.
You're back on.
Okay.
Sound is completely better. It's
I want to
way
verify.
low.
1, 2. All right, I'm going to run the gain up a little bit here. I don't know why. Okay.
There.
All right, that should do it.
Hey!
It had taken the gain down a good ways. So just to sort of start over again, these many years at Condé, which of course were 27, my number one focus is always helping people be successful on the road to sublimation success by education. And it started off with the articles I wrote many years ago. Then it was all our videos as I transitioned from writing to doing videos. Now I think we have close to 2,000 videos, and we do them all the time to help people be successful. And I teach my class, of course, at the NBM shows, which the NBM people have been fantastic at that. And so education is something that we believe is the key ingredient to success. And so in the sublimation world, we love to use analogies like cooking. And of course, at the heat press, we do time, temperature, pressure, technique. And It's really cooking the sublimation sandwich is what I call it. So we have become good friends with Cheryl Kuchek, and Cheryl is with us, of course, and we share the same goals in that the recipe for success for people, to a large extent, is education. Sometimes it's discipline, persistence, motivation, but certainly you can be disciplined, persistent, and motivated, but if you don't have the right ingredients, if you don't know the basics, the foundation, it really doesn't matter. So Cheryl, tell us how you're going to take sublimation education to the next level.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for having me. It's exciting. I just want to share something because, David, I think you will really appreciate this. It has nothing to do with sublimation, but I'm thinking that maybe I could get my grandson to do something about cooking. And that is, this is what he said about math. He just turned 8, and he's just a little guy. He said, math is mental abuse to humans. I thought it was good. It's like, really? Okay, so maybe we can get him to do something about the cooking. We can come up with something, that has to do with sublimation.
We need an attitude adjustment there.
They can't hear her.
All right, so they're saying they can't hear you, so let me quickly figure out why. And
It might sound good there.
Is
all
that
right, let's see if that works. Say something, Cheryl.
Hey, hello, hello, hello.
You guys let us know if that works, please.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things going on. Never heard a word she said. Okay. I know. All right.
Mental abuse to humans.
Nope. 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 Still far away. Nope.
So,
Do you think if we turned it up here so they could hear?
all right, try now.
All right, guys, they'll let us know.
Speak again, Cheryl.
Okay, hey everyone, can you hear me?
We'll try one more thing. One more thing.
Okay, no. Her mic on her end would be,
Do you think if we turned it up here so they could hear?
All right, try now.
All right, guys, they'll let us know.
Okay, hello, hello? Hello?
I can hear her through the TV. That's it.
Well, that's what we'll do. We'll just put the mic up to the TV. One more thing. One more thing.
And then they can't hear you, David.
It'll be okay. I'll use sprites.
We'll share.
Okay. Okay, if they can now get the thing off of my face.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Go ahead, Cheryl.
There we go.
Mic up to the TV.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so let's see. Nope, still nada. Nope.
Well, there's
It'll be okay. I'll use
quite a delay.
Okay.
We'll share.
Yeah, there is quite a delay, but okay, so let's talk about, I think, what is a game changer in the industry, and David, I think you would agree with that. So this is going to be the first ever Sublimation Summit, and it's going to be in Peachtree City, Georgia, and it's really dedicated to education, and we're going to have about 40 classes per day. It's September 27th and 28th. And of course, David will be teaching. He will also be a part of the Q&A sessions that we're going to have. We have people that will be talking about licensing products, business opportunities in terms of building your business, pricing strategies, heat press 101, And I'm excited actually. Aaron Knight is going to be teaching on heat presses, and one of the things I asked him to do was to bring a cheap heat press. I don't know if I shared that with you, David, but to bring a cheap heat press and then to have his, the DK20S, and see the difference, because there's such a huge difference. So I want people to be able to see that, and we're going to have hands-on classes, literally, where one of the classes that it's all about that peel for the heat transfer. I think that's a cute little name. Okay, so better. So people are saying better, far away, but can hear. Okay, well, good. At least you guys can hear. So we are having it again in Peachtree City. They will share a link to the website, but it's www.sublimationsummit.com. And right now, they just added yesterday, they added more rooms to the block because we were completely sold out. This place has been amazing. They have really worked with us to make sure that people can stay there, because obviously it's important. So in order to be a part of this, and by the way, we're giving away one of the tickets today. Yay. Condé is going to give you a ticket, and we're excited about that.
Yeah, let me just jump in and say there are three things that I like about, well, I'll say I love about the Sublimation Summit. Four if you count the title. I think it's a great title, or whatever you would call it, name. But number one is the educational content. So Cheryl has consulted with pretty much everybody in the industry, including us, about how to deliver the kind of education that, imagine yourself leaving the Sublimation Summit, and on the way out, you say hello to Cheryl or something, and she says, "What'd you think?" And the answer is overwhelmingly, this was a great use of my time. I have walked away with practical information, knowledge to grow my business, to feed my family, to put me on the road to success. And if you look at the kind of classes that are taught, I think to some extent you're going to be overwhelmed, because there's probably more classes than you can physically take, right? I mean,
Yeah,
you got a little bit of a priority kind of thing. And of course, if you don't take mine, maybe I'll get my.
But we are going to have beginners, intermediate, and advanced classes, so that if a beginner comes that they've never even done it, because we actually have a lot of them signed up, David, so they'll be able to take your class that's going to unbox a 400, and from beginning to end, and literally be able to see how it works, how to print, how to press, the whole
That's what we're going to do.
So it'd be like a building block for people.
So the educational component is number one. Number two is the networking component. You're going to be able to network, meet, speak with, exchange ideas about what are other people doing from a point of view of what works, what doesn't work, what are some opportunities to pursue, and just basically sharing ideas. And I think that's amazing. And then number three is that there will be a number of companies like ourselves that will be exhibiting, where you can come up and touch and feel the products and meet some of the Condé reps and of course people from other companies, so that you can have what I would call the traditional trade show experience. But certainly if that was all it was exhibits, we would not be interested in it, because what we're after is to grow clients, and we need you to become knowledgeable, to understand what's working out there, and help you be successful. So I think the elements of success have been brought together through the Sublimation Summit. And, I think this is one of those kinds of things that, if possible, deserves our support. And that's why Cheryl has been successful at getting folks like us on board and other great companies, because we really want to see things like this repeat year after year and only get bigger.
Yep. So let me just say too that there is a charge. It's normally going to be $349 for both days. It includes breakfast and lunch. It's people like David Sprite, um, Jimmy Lamb, Aaron Knight, Aaron Montgomery. There's actually quite a few people that will, in fact, there's a lot of people that will be there teaching, like I said, on licensing, on starting a business. So it's right now until July 3rd, it's $299 to get the ticket for both days. And it's going to be, I think that you will get far more, because by the time we're going to have goodie bags, we're going to have things to give you, but the education alone, to be able to have the ability to learn all of this stuff under one roof in one event, I think will be mind-blowing. I really do. So Barbara, I actually thought you were going. I thought that I saw that you had a ticket. I hope to be able to attend. And Eileen says, Vicki, that does include all the classes. So any class that you want to take, and we also have a keynote speaker that's coming in. Besides the fact that we will be having speakers during the day, so if there's classes that you don't want to take, or we're going to have times where the vendor, I'm not sure exactly what we want to call this, but the vendors will be open. They're not going to be open all the time, because we want people to get educated. We want them to take the classes. We're providing a lot of classes, and so and I think the vendors like Johnson Plastics, Condé, of course, Coastal, Giotto, Uninet, the Oki people will be there. I really felt really strong about this. I wanted people who had a heart to teach people, and educate people, because that's what this is about. And so, here we have this opportunity, and I believe that there will be many more to come. I truly do. This is the first of many, and it is limited as to how many people that we can have. So, I would tell you to please sign up as soon as you can. Okay, unfortunately, yes, Diana. I mean, we already know that there are going to be people who can't go, but there are a lot of people who can go, that will go, and I think that they will get their money's worth and then some. I truly do believe that, or I wouldn't be doing this. It's a lot of work, and putting it together, and I've bent David's ear hours and hours and hours trying to make sure that I'm dotting every I and crossing every T, to make sure that you guys get everything that we can possibly give you in one conference. And so it really is exciting. I need it all. I'm trying to start a business. I've been ordering from Connie and learning. Yeah, well, Vicki, this is definitely the place. I can tell you, we're going to have quite a few business classes, marketing classes, pricing strategies, decorating, and again, the heat transfer part of it. I know that there's this new product, Easy Subli. We will have classes on that. Anyway, and I was going to say that, oh my gosh, Matt from TRW will be there. So I'm excited about that because he, again, he is definitely about educating people, and I think that that's great. Hey, Martha, nice to see you. We were only, let's see, there only be a certain number of tickets sold. Yes, Barbara, there is. This venue that we're at is absolutely gorgeous, and but they are limited. I know that the total rooms that they have for the whole place is 287. I'm not, I was told that we had a limited number, and I am confirming that. So before I really get out there and say the number, we'll see. Is there a list of classes and times? Tammy, I'm working on the classes right now. So because we're going to have hands-on classes, David thinks that he can handle a lot of people at one time. So I've expanded his class already. So David, how many did you tell me?
So I will teach 2 classes per day. Sprite will also teach 2 classes per day. These will be different. So I will teach a class basically for really the very, very beginning folks. Let's take the printer out of the box and get it going and print something. And then the second class will be some of what I would consider to be the best fundamentals and the sort of the best tips and tricks, so to speak, for success. Generally, I will probably sprinkle some tips from the process, tips into the product, and then some tips in what I call promotion, which is sales and marketing. And then Sprite, what do you think you're going to do?
I'm sharing the mic. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to do 2 classes as well, and we're going to do kind of a beginner class, which is going to be increasing value. Maybe things with like mug boxes and stacking metal, doing bundles, things like that, artwork. And then the second class is going to be a little more advanced, more stepping out of your comfort zone, trying unusual substrates, and then also decorating to those substrates. So yeah, and that's just a preliminary. It's not until September. And tell me, what are the dates again? And is that Friday and Saturday or Thursday and Friday?
It is actually Friday and Saturday, September the 27th and 28th. We will have 3 classes that Thursday for people who want to come in early. So during the day on Friday and Saturday, you get all the snacks and drinks that are included. On that Thursday, you won't, because it's kind of a little freebie that we're throwing in there. And Sprite, those classes sound great, as does David's. It's just so exciting.
Cheryl, so what's included with the price of the ticket?
Okay, it is of course, all the classes. It is the continental breakfast that you get. You get a full lunch, and you get snacks and drinks all day long. So will DAS be there as well? Todd, no, I'm sorry, they will not be there. I was doing my best to make sure that we didn't stack people on top of people or the same type vendors, and so that everybody's kind of bringing their own strengths, and so DAS is also going through some changes. They've recently sold their company, and so that's kind of another deal too. So, okay, so Rob says, I lost you, and now I can't come back to where we left off. Rob, you certainly could message me if you want to, or you could message Sprite if you want, or David. Yeah. Or you can ask any question you have right now. So Martha says, woohoo, David and Sprite. She's liking those classes. And Martha's coming in early, just so you guys know. Yay.
Let me say this. So the, we've, Sprite and I have talked, and I can't speak to the other speakers, but we're trying to deliver, I think, unique value. Something, we've never done before. As you know, I practice a thing called Kaizen, which is just, a little bit more every day, and you couple that with some Cajun magic like lanyap, and
Yeah, we're just gonna say
I'm not
that,
sure
dude.
what you come up with, but you definitely come up with some fun.
Yeah.
And the point is that in my beginning class, you're going to step out of your comfort zone. You're going to walk up front, and you're going to print something, and you're going to press it. So you'll be able to take something home with you that is personalized by you. In other words, like print a photograph or something like that from your phone. I'm going to use the Condé kiosk to print with. But bottom line is a lot of folks need education, but they also need confidence. And so I'm hoping that if you take my class in Sprites, that you'll walk away with both.
And I would agree with that completely. And that is really a big part of what this conference is about, is giving you the confidence to build a business that you didn't think you could. I started doing this as a hobby. I started doing it just because I drank the Kool-Aid and I fell in love. And then it was like, it was history for me. So, okay, some comments. Louisiana girl here, Vicky. um, Again, where are the tickets available? The tickets, Jimmy, the tickets are at www.sublimationsummit.com.
And we dropped a link in the comments, and we'll drop another one in there right now to that website. So
Make sure we put it on YouTube as well.
yeah.
And Jackie says the biggest problem she sees going is having to choose from the different classes, and they're all great. And they will be. I mean, that's the thing. When I first started talking to David about this, that was the one thing we talked about was, giving people the value for what they were paying for, but also charging because what you're going to get here, you can't get somewhere else. One of the things that I've stressed to all the vendors and to the people coming is that I don't want this to be a repeat of a different show. I want unique value being brought to the table so that people are not going to say, well, I don't want to take that class because I heard it at this show, or I've already heard that. So I just think that it's going to be just as someone had told me, in fact several, it's going to be epic, and I like that word, epic. So Einstein said, try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. Yes, great. Do we have to call the hotel to reserve a room separate? Tracy, no, you just literally, there's a link on there. We have rooms that are blocked right now for $125 a night. And I would definitely recommend staying there if you possibly can. It's going to be a blast on so many levels. So the other thing that we're still, this is a work in progress, and as Sprite said, we're a ways from September, so we're still working on classes and we're working on things. And one of the things is we are giving away 2 SG400 printers. They will be door prizes or prizes. We are also working at putting something together for Friday night. So we're going to have hopefully a shopping spree with the vendors, a special shopping spree that you can go in and kind of go crazy and, put your order in. Where there's not going to be buying and then taking it home at that point, but they are going to be able to take your order and have it shipped, I guess, very quickly. Okay, I don't know. Have you been looking at the questions? Right, because there's a bunch of comments. Just, I haven't, I haven't been looking at all the questions,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I've been watching them. Holly wants to know, do the rooms include breakfast and lunch, or is that the entrance pass?
that's the entrance pass. Yeah.
What?
So when you get a ticket, when you get a ticket, then it does not, the room is separate. We just were able to get you a good rate on the rooms. Vicky says, "Oh Lordy, you are making my credit card nervous."
Hey, yes, ma'am. All right, let's see. All right.
But it doesn't, the breakfast and the lunch are included in with your entrance pass. So that's all part of it.
What is the name of the hotel?
It's Crown Plaza in Peachtree City, right outside of Georgia.
Okay, and somebody asked if they should bring their laptop, and I would say absolutely yes. Yes, without
Yes.
a doubt.
Sure. I really probably need to add that to the website because, there are going to be classes. Well, Roger Womba.
Yeah.
Well, who's
Yeah,
there.
Roger will be, of course, teaching Corel draw, and no telling what he just got one, is he teaching the same
He's
class?
teaching all 3 days. He's
Okay.
going to be teaching all 3 days. We also have an expert coming in, teaching on Photoshop. So that's another one. I mean, we have some unbelievable classes. That's, okay, 2-day pass is $349, but Todd, right now until July 3rd, there is a $50 coupon that if you put in SFBB 50, it's $50 off and it's $299 a day.
You want to say that code again?
Okay, it's SFBB50.
So what do the letters stand for?
Sublimation for Beginners and Beyond Facebook group.
All right. And they can use that coupon even if they're not a member, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's
Okay.
actually on the top of the website. If you look
Oh,
on the top, it's got
okay.
SFBB 50. It's good until July 3rd. So, as we progress along with the classes and with all the things that we're going to be doing, I think you guys are going to be amazed at what there is to offer here. And again, I don't think you could get this anywhere, and for sure you can't, because this is the first of its kind dedicated to sublimation and heat transfer.
Someone asked if there will be blanks to buy.
So someone asked if there'll be blanks to buy. Probably not, and the reason is the sublimation world has grown too big to have essentially the correct product at a trade show. There's just not enough room to bring it all, but it's very easy for you to place an order, certainly, and then we can get it right out to you. So we will have certainly a certain number of blanks that are part of the kiosk and using that. And if you see one there and you'd like to take one home, I'm sure that can be arranged so that you can have that. But in general, this is the place to sort of make your very quick Christmas list of what you want, get new ideas, both from product point of view, value, new sales and marketing.
New products too that will be there as well, that people will be able to touch and feel, and that's going to be also very exciting.
So somebody asked about, is the discount only good for the 2-day pass?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yes. So yes, and Todd says cheaper to buy 2-day pass, day classes. Yes, it is.
What, Lindsay?
Oh, someone actually you get breakfast, snacks, or lunch if you are not staying at the hotel.
So, do you get the breakfast, snacks, and lunch?
Yes,
You don't have to stay at the hotel, you just need to have a ticket to the Sublimation Summit.
that's exactly right. Yep,
And
exactly right.
what about transportation to and from the venue and the hotel?
They do have it, they charge for it. So what we have found is that it's gonna be actually cheaper to take an Uber. But we have a bunch of people in the group that are actually, meeting up at the airport and kind of all coming together, so that would save money. Um, Paul, you would, look at www.sublimationsummit.com. And it's so and I would recommend the classes that are listed there are just really pretty big classes. We're working on getting the titles of them and the descriptions, and then we're going to list that on the website so people can sign up. You will want to get signed up quickly on those because they are limited. So those, but what the plan is, so, with David is going to be doing 2 classes and as a Sprite, but we're going to, the next day on Saturday, they're gonna do the same class, but we're gonna stagger the times so that it's a different time in case you wanna take something different the next day. So, hopefully everybody will be able to get their class that they're looking for. So it's exciting, and this place is beautiful, by the way. I would tell you to look it up. It's, again, it's Crown Plaza, Southwest, Peachtree City, .com. So I don't know where you guys, and I wanted to talk about, so if you're not staying at the hotel, a lot of people live in Atlanta. What we're gonna do is we will have a stamp, that we will, you're going to have a tag that will clearly indicate that you're there, but we will also have, a stamp that will either stamp the tag or something to indicate that you are able to get breakfast and lunch.
I think we should go for the sublimation tattoo instead.
Yeah, you think
Just,
so?
yeah, just put your hand in it up there, and it doesn't hurt, when you take the heat off, kind of stuff. And the forever people are coming out with their tattoo.
Yes, they are, and they will be there.
So,
Well, and that's, yeah. I mean, so far as I know, the Forever guys will be there. I know that Oki's going to be there. Hopefully Doug DeWitt will be there. He'll be doing a class. He has some personal things going on, but if all is well, he will be there. He will be doing his own training, and he does a great class. And Nancy says she likes the tattoos.
Nancy just got a new tattoo. She did.
and Laura Dent just said, "I'm always up for a new tattoo."
Bring your equipment to do tattoos
Oh,
for those who want it.
There is no Control Z on a tattoo, so I do not do permanent artwork. No, ma'am.
Well, again, I want to thank you, Cheryl, for sort of signing on the bottom line, which is
Yes,
what
I
it
did.
took. This is, and to make it clear, this is a labor of love for Cheryl. This is not an intelligent way to make money.
Well, there is no money to be made.
Yes.
I mean, that's the truth, whether people believe that or not. The truth is, when you're signing and you're responsible for this, it's not.
Yeah, this is a labor of love, and I can tell you that it's just a great opportunity that if you happen to be able to get to Atlanta or you live in that region, obviously Delta's a great way to get to Atlanta.
Well, that was one of the reasons, David, that we chose Atlanta was because it's a major hub, and there are people coming from California, people coming from Canada. So there's a lot of people coming. So it's really really cool, And I want to just say one other thing that we're going to need volunteers. So if you're able and you're wanting it, we would invite you. Okay, so Kim is saying, are the classes offered going to be different from the, absolutely, absolutely, Kim, they will very much be different. That was the whole thing for me was not having a repeat of any of the shows. I write for A&E magazine, and I made it very clear to them and to anybody else that I was not in competition with them. This was absolutely to bring education to the forefront, but not just, I wanted hands-on classes, fresh material, products, where you can, literally see Sprite and ask her, okay, Sprite, so, I do the same thing over and over. How can I do this different? And, you got flesh and blood there.
Yeah, we would probably describe it as a little bit, a lot of cutting edge education with at least a little bit of bleeding edge stuff, Always got to throw that in. So Cheryl, again, thank you, and I'm sure there'll be lots of questions. But now the big announcement is out, and we hope that if possible you'll make plans to be part of it. I will need some of your volunteers, some of our volunteers for our classes, especially my class, to help people, and I can think of no better testimony to have some of our great Condé clients there to assist.
Oh, wait a second. I forgot about something. Is there going to be a luncheon
A
section?
luncheon?
Yeah. Are you auctioning off David Gross?
What?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we are.
Somehow I missed this email. What in the world?
I'm going to win that lunch.
What in the world?
We're going to auction off David.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. There's no value here.
Absolutely, there is so much value.
You look at the little coupon, no cash value.
But one of the things that we're hoping to be able to do, and I'm not putting it out there, but we are going to have something Friday night. Not sure exactly what we're going to have, but that's where we're going to auction off David. So you don't want to miss the auction.
News to me here.
Yeah.
News to me.
Oh, somebody's already offering $3.
We'll take it.
Yeah, that is you've overpaid. You've overpaid. Real quick before we hang up, if any of you folks are in the Louisville, Kentucky area, on Thursday, I am a judge at the Skills USA competition for sublimation on Thursday. So I'll be leaving tomorrow morning to go up there. It's super fun. They have it at their, they don't call it a convention center, but at their big center. It's one of the largest in the world, as a matter of fact. These will be high school kids that have been learning sublimation, and this is they've gone through their state finals. This is the nationals. And I do the exit interviews, so I'm asking all those kind of questions about everything from, what's the cost, how much is this worth? Tell me a little bit about your understanding. But it's amazing that now sublimation has become, we'll call it a skill set that now has been embraced by high schools.
That's so awesome.
I just want you to know that they are actively bidding for you in the comments.
That's right. Well, and so Lisa says 100. Todd says I've got $5 and a glass of iced tea.
You throw in a bag of pecans, I think you got him, Todd. All right, guys, so really quick, just before we ended here, I did have one thing that I wanted to do, kind of special for everybody that's watching, and that is to throw some fun summertime stuff on flash sale, and this is just kind of my thank you for tuning in today, for giving us your time and your attention. So Lindsay's going to drop that link in the comments, and this is these are extreme flash sales, so this is absolute last column pricing on a lot of good products. They're going to help you with your summer inventory. So we have, these are the C400, they're rubber coasters. These would be great by the pool or out on the deck by the boat. We have our Hug 4, this is our wraparound hugger. We have our JW12, this is our card style bottle opener, and then we also have all 3 sizes of our flip-flops. So that's FLP 014, 015, and 016. So guys, if you click on that link right now, all of this is on extreme flash sale until midnight. So thank you for tuning in. Cheryl, thank you for doing everything you do.
Before you do that, we got to give a ticket away.
Oh, that's right.
Now,
That's
these
right.
flash sales, the
Oh my
flash
gosh.
sales are really, they're essentially unannounced, so to speak, just for what we're doing today.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're on the website and you start looking around, you're going to see them. So take advantage of these. They're all great products. I mean,
Well, they're actually kind of hidden. They're kind of hidden.
Kind of hidden.
You
But,
guys are the
know,
only ones that know about
Look
it.
at the flip-flops, and what a great bridesmaid's gift. What a great vacation gift for the beach. So many good things in the huggers. I love that hugger.
It's a great hugger. Yeah,
Okay,
it's a great
so I just
hugger.
wanna say, if you don't have a ticket, just put a comment of why you should be the one to win.
Yeah,
Then
All
we will just pick one and boom,
So,
it will be done.
so are we ready to pick one?
well,
We're just, people are commenting, so, let's see. People are
And
wondering.
if for whatever reason you can't go, then let us recycle your ticket into someone
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
will be able to go.
Yeah, and there is no monetary value to it in terms of, I mean, Connie's going to be paying for that ticket, but there is no refund, so it's not like you can get money for it. So just so you know.
yeah. So we're getting some pretty good comments on YouTube too. So
Absolutely.
Okay, so Sprite, do you wanna be the one to pick?
So why don't you quickly go consult with Lindsay, and let's pick one from balancing YouTube and Facebook, because there's a lot of people watching on Facebook.
there's a lot
I
of
mean,
people
a lot of
watching.
people
Okay.
on both YouTube and Facebook. Why don't you
Here,
go
take
consult?
that. I forget we're doing this. All right, guys.
Yeah, so while they, so this is like if you watch the show Penn and Teller, which I love.
Yeah.
So the magic trick has been done. The announcement is been brought to life, and now Penn and Teller back here are going to consult with each other and find out, did you fool us, or not. So they had, the other night they had David Copperfield on there, and Penn and Teller were trying to fool David Copperfield. So I don't think they did, but David said, well, it was close enough, they did. So
Really? Oh,
yeah.
that's interesting. That
But,
would have been an interesting one.
other, are we ready? Are we ready?
We are ready.
Okay.
Yes, we are ready. Okay, so I have a comment, and it says, I am new to sublimation and would love to learn from the pros. I have been watching you guys. So, Lita Burtis on YouTube, I would like to give you a ticket to come to the Sublimation Summit.
2-day pass, congratulations.
So, Lita, what I want you to do is, first off, drop me a comment on YouTube and let me know that that you are still with me. And then, second, email me at swood@condé.com, and I will get you your ticket. Yes, Lita.
Yeah, and you need to make sure that I get that number, Sprite, because they all, each one has a special number, and I need to make sure I have the name and the number.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
yeah, yeah, that's fine. All
yeah.
right.
Listen, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope to see you at the summit. We're so looking forward to it. And thank you, Sprite and David, for having me on
Thank you,
and
Cheryl.
sharing
Great
this special
job.
moment with me.
Thanks, guys.
Take
Bye,
care.
y'all.
Bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.